back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review and it is going to be on the new Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette. I have seen this everywhere on Instagram and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited that Tarte is coming out with the highlight palette. So I've been eyeing this, finally picked it up through Sephora and had it shipped here, and now I'm going to do a review with you guys and let you guys know whether or not I think you guys need to have this palette or I think that you guys could do without it and find some other highlighting palettes. So if you guys want to see my full-on review and swatch video on this palette, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, so here is what the palette looks like. This is the packaging right here, not the palette. It's just got the same packaging as the palette that they also came out with. This is the eyeshadow palette, which I do have a full-on review and swatch video of the palette as well. I don't know if I'm going to put it up before or after. I think I might put it up after, but you will be getting a separate video on this eyeshadow palette. But this is the packaging for it, same thing. This is what the actual highlight palette looks like. It's just got these beautiful like blue, it almost looks like blue waves. Actually kind of looks like hair, but it's like blue and it's like kind of, you know, flowing that way. But it's just really pretty. I really like it. It runs for $42 on the website. You can also get the brush that it comes with. I didn't buy the brush because I'm like, I have tons of fan brushes. I have lots of other brushes that I like to utilize for highlights, so I didn't feel like it was really worth $34 for me to buy another brush just to go with this palette. So if you already have a highlight brush or a fan brush, you're gonna be okay. I used it today. It worked just perfectly fine. So this is, let's see, let's jump right into it. Like I said, you do get the filter, you get a nice little protective sheet. It does have the names on it, but if you lose this sheet, it's okay, because on the back of the packaging, it has what each highlight shade is called, as well as what kind of finish it is, which I really do like. Here is what it looks like right here. I'm going to do a close-up for you guys. Get this nice big mirror, just like you do in the eyeshadow palette, which I really like, and then you have 3 highlight shades. So we're going to jump into highlights. I want to go over I want to show you guys how they perform. I want to swatch them on the back of my hand for you guys and show you guys really quick what they look like. So let's jump into the swatch. So the first one we have is called Sunlight, and Sunlight is described as a champagne gold highlight. The next one we have is called Filtered Light. Now, Filtered Light is supposed to be what you use for your under eye highlight. And then you have Moonlight, which is this rosy pearl highlight. This highlight palette is really, really pretty. I'm going to start off by saying it. I really like the highlight shades in it. So this one in the center is called Filtered Light. This is the one that in Sephora, on the Sephora website, for the description of this, says that it's supposed to be your go-to under eye setting powder. Says that it's supposed to be a universal matte sand that brightens and corrects any darkness under the eye. Let me tell you right now, this one is terrible. I tried setting my under eye with this and it was like, no, it was bad. I had a lot of creasing and stuff underneath my eye. I started off using it, but even when you feel it, there's nothing. Like it almost feels like, do you remember those shadows like as a little kid that were just really tough and hard, and they weren't pigmented at all, but they came in like a little like kid kit, you know what I'm talking about, like a little makeup kit or whatever. They've got no pigmentation, nothing. It just feels like chalky. It feels very chalky. This is exactly what it feels like. Exactly, to the T. And there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. I put it underneath my eye. I wouldn't say that it brightens or does anything. You really can't see it. Of the 3, that one was a very big disappointment in my opinion. But these 2 highlight shades are incredible. I mean, super pigmented, super beautiful. I would use this palette over and over. I almost wish that for the $42 they would have kicked this one out and just called it, you know, and had just 2 highlight shades. If you like these two shades and they are something that you think you would use all the time, then I would say get it. If this is something that to you, when you see the swatches, you're like, wow, I could wear those every day. Yes, on my skin tone, like I said, I am wearing today a little bit of both, but the one that I'm wearing a majority of is Moonlight. When I put this on, it was incredible. It was intense. Let me show you real quick. Sunlight is the one I took earlier and literally just dabbed a little bit, and I just want to show you, yes, I have highlight, but you guys are going to see just how crazy it can get. This is how pigmented it is. Like, that's crazy pigmentation. So the pigmentation is there. It really is. Let me clean this. Let me dab this. If you are a highlight freak, or if you like highlights, or you are all about that highlight life, you're gonna want this palette irregardless. I already know it. I mean, it's just a great, great palette. You guys saw just how pigmented it was on my face. You guys saw just how crazy it was, and then I had to dye it down. I mean, it really is one of those highlights that you're gonna have to dye down. I typically don't ever have to do that with any of my Anastasia, Becca's, or anything like that, but this one, I've never had to go in with like a highlight and be like, whoa, dye it down, Steph. This one, yeah, I like it. It's a beautiful highlight. I know I'll get a lot of use out of it. If you like those like goldy rose tone shades, you're probably going to like this palette, but probably the one in the center may or may not work for you. Like I said, it didn't work at all for me. It just didn't do anything. But so if I take the palette and I completely throw out the middle shade at $42, and you really only use 2 of the highlight shades, it's $21 a piece. Are you willing to spend $21 on a highlight? Or are you willing to maybe go into another palette, look at another palette where maybe the highlight shades are just a little bit cheaper? So I hope you guys take the opportunity to at least swatch it when you guys are at Sephora. If you guys are at Sephora, I would say definitely swatch it. That might actually trigger your buying addiction a little bit more. I don't think a swatch video is going to do enough justice for these 2 highlight shades, but if you are at a Sephora, definitely swatch them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, night, whatever it is. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you guys can do so down below. There's a little red box. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope to see you guys all in my next video, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.